Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Project Ozone 3. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, that's the wrong button. Last episode, we set up a little bit better power than what we had. Matter of fact, I have gotten this thing filled up. Probably could have made some more, didn't even think about it. But it's filled up, everything else is backed up. So we've got a nice little cache of power. Now have been busy since last episode. One, I made us a spawning platform for any kind of passive mobs, and as you can see, we've got nothing yet. I don't know if we're in the ocean biome, and I don't know. I think fluid cows are supposed to spawn there. But outside of that, probably not. We've got to go quite a few out before we get into anything. Matter of fact, right here, 781, 619, and we're at, that's almost 400 blocks away from where we are right now before we get into a decent place to where we could. That was right there, was it not? Yeah, right here. Before we can really get into a decent place to set up a farm like that. That's alright. So, other stuff that I have done. I got a lot of quests I need to complete. We'll get into that. I have made the anti-barrel. One of the reasons why I kept this farm off was because we were backing up with this stuff. So that's taken care of. We're getting drops here. We've got a bunch of wither skulls. We're ready to actually go fight the wither if we want to. And then we've got all our armor and stuff like this. We've gotten a few totems. Fertility, resistance, step assist, haste, strength, speed. Nothing too major yet. So, now, as far as quests goes, you can see part of it right there. I have been spending some time working on seeds. Seeds, and where's the rest of this stuff at? What did I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. There it is. Armor. Those are the two probably most grindy things that we've got to do right now, and it's stuff that's really not something to do on camera because it's just proceeding and proceeding and proceeding. But if we go in here, we are all the way to the boron armor, and we've not got boron yet. I think we can get it in Landia. I'm not 100% sure, but once we get to there, we can pretty much finish out at least the first set of armor quests. The second set of armor quests is where it starts to get to be a little bit of a pain. That's when we start getting into the Abyssal Craft armor and Twilight Forest armor. Seeds, at least the ones that I've been using, I have 10, 10, 10. I haven't 10, 10 all of them. We're on the tier 2 Inferium seeds. I haven't done the tier 3 yet. I had just got started with the tier 3 stuff and hadn't made any outside of the iron seeds, because that is, where's this at? Most of our resources are going to be tier 3. We got redstone, obsidian, 10 bronze, silver. Skystone's one we're going to need a lot of. Our beginning Ender IO stuff, Mana Steel, all that and then we get into the bigger stuff. So it's a lot of stuff. But so we've got seed quests that I need to complete. We've got a couple here, bronze, electrum, and invar. Those I made just to make the seeds. I keep going too far back. And then, of course, we've got all the armor ones. Let me get all these done, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that is all done. We've got all of them. Everything taken care of. We have 655 rack. We've almost got enough that if we don't get our flight soon, we'll be able to get it that way. I know we can get them from mob farms. We get more than enough of the rack to buy everything in here as it is, and my goal of this pack is to finish everything. I want everything to be green and these to be blue. So we have going to complete everything. One of the other things I've noticed, since it's up here right now, we are actually getting guardians spawning in our mob farm here, which is nice. So that is awesome. Alright, so our whole purpose of the last few episodes has been trying to get to Landia. We've gotten the Lordcraft stuff done to the point that we can start making crystals. Making all the crystals. The next step for getting to Landia is we need, what is it, the spacious crystal, I believe it is. And that takes the empowered void crystal, which is what we are going to do today. We are going to set up our empower. Should have more than enough stuff to do this. Should. So the first thing we need to do is get both of our quartz. So there is our etheric green quartz, and there is our, it's not etheric, it's aesthetic, and then there's our aesthetic quartz. So there is about half of what we need. So we need to make these display stands. We're going to need 5 of them. Next thing we're going to need is to make some of these advanced coils. So we're going to need some black quartz. I have made black quartz for the sheer purpose because I knew we were going to need them. We need iron, and I got a bunch of iron now. These seeds are 10, 10, 10. I was using them to get to the armor. To get to the armor, you got to make chainmail, and chainmail takes, well, you only got to do this a few times, but it took took iron to do it. We're going to need some gold. Gold we're good on. Actually, we've got gold nuggets. And we're going to need some Restonia crystals, which I should still have well, I've got a few. I don't know if that's going to be enough. No. That will be enough. So there's those. We're going to need a few of those. Back up. Make those. So to make the display stands, we've got all 5 of those. And then now we need some iron casings. And we're also going to need to make a battery, which we've already got that. we need some Inori crystals, and I believe that I may have some of those left over. Maybe not. Alright. So there is battery number 1. And that's not the one that I wanted. I wanted this one. Not this one. There is battery number 2. So that should give us our empower. And we're good to go. So now we've got everything that we need for this. So these get placed down. You need 2 spaces in between. We need to place that torch back down. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, this is just going to look all janky for the moment. Until we can get flight and get down underneath here and get some better a better way of doing this. But for now, all I'm worried about is getting this empowered crystal. So we need a void crystal, and there's a chance that I've got some of those left over. I do. We should probably make one more piece and go ahead and make this a block. And I don't think none of this stuff was charging up. Oh, no, it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. And we want to look at the recipe for this. We're going to need charcoal. We're going to need some kind of black dye, stone, and flint. So flint, stone, black dye, and I should have a piece of charcoal somewhere, and I don't. There we go. Now we got everything we need. Let's place that there. Let's do that. That. And our last piece, and this should work. Beautiful. So we do have quest for completing all of the different empowered, and matter of fact, we can go do that right now. Look at it. It's this one. We've got that quest complete. For making the different, these only ones I got left on this is the emeradic and diamantine. There we go. That's what we need. So we've got our void crystal block. We need 1 void crystal. Or 1 empowered void crystal. We don't need those. Alright, so back to the spacious. we need 2 dull and 2 floating. So there's 2 floating and 2 dull. And there we go. We have our spacious crystal. Which is this one. And that should have so we should be able to now make this here portal. So to make the Landia portal, let's do this. We need a diamond, an ender pearl, emerald, gold, and 2 Landia. Now we've got everything that we need to make this. We have gotten some Landium from the nether. Like I said, we come across it. So we've got that. We need 8 ender pearl, which I should have, and that should be it. Beautiful. That should complete that quest. Alright, so this says it's really always raining in this dimension, which really sucks. But it says must kill undead near this block to get the portal open. I do know how to get the portal open. So that is something that we need to do. And to do that, we are going to make us a mob imprisonment tool. Let's go ahead and get all these. Let's get that. Now, of course, we have not killed a ghast yet. But we do have in this here pack these catalyzing glands. And there's our ghast here. And there's our mob imprisonment tool. So that is awesome. We can get rid of the rest of this stuff. We don't need any of this right now. I'll never be able to find any of that stuff again. Put that up, that up. And let's go get us a mob. Let's get a zombie or something. That is a zombie. And we need to set our portal up. Alright, extended our platform out just a little bit. So the portal itself is actually pretty easy to set up. We're going to need some blocks. Get real framey over here, and I think it's where I'm walking next to the crops with the bone mealer effect on. So we're going to do this. We need to put this 2 blocks up top, put him in there, and there we go. We now have our portal to Landia. So one of the things that I want to do right quick is make a slightly better sword. There we go. Slightly better sword. So let's get rid of all this stuff. We don't need our ability bottle right now. Don't need our mob imprisonment tool. We'll keep that. I've got extra torches in my bag should I need it. Alright, let's go see what the fuss is all about. Alright, we're here. I see cows, I see mobs, I see pigs, I see wither skeletons, I see a lot of stuff. What do we have? Onion. One of the most important things that I see is that building right over there. We've got a lot of chunk generating going on right now. Got olive trees. I don't know if those guys are bad or not. I'm going to assume he is because he's a... It's dark here too. There's a spider. And everybody is coming for me. So we've got floating crystals, which we've got a floating crystal close to home. But we do have constellation papers, which I've gotten a couple from loot chest. So, but my other thing that I want to check out is just exactly what kind of ores are here. So that is what I'm going to do. Well, I have found at least one new ore. What do we have here? Wow. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Well, they got to put stuff in here I can't pronounce. We got ore, we've got coal. None of that stuff is actually anything that we need. Here's something else. Morganine. And from what I understand, people are having issues finding that, and we can't mine it. We're going to mark this. Yep. Because what I've been reading, this stuff is hard to find. And I don't know exactly what we need to get in order to be able to mine it just yet. We've got titanium ore, which is good to get, because we can make our solars that we've been using. That's Abyssal Craft. Don't know exactly what it is, because we don't know anything about it, but it's better than diamonds. It's aluminum. I'm going to keep going down. I'll go back over here and go down. Alright, we are back. That's a tier 6 ore. What? Racheline? Not anything we can do with that just yet, but I know where that's at. Got another one here, some Garfax. I don't know what any of this stuff is, but it's landcraft stuff, and that is what we are doing. So Well, there is definitely something different. I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I want to mess with it. Landlord. And it's got 29 hearts. It's like poking a bear and running. Oh. They're just coming from everywhere. Is there a spawner over here? I don't see a spawner. What did he give us? He gave us Landium. Thorium. Some more Morganine. There is some crazy caves, and I would say our best bet is going to be to try to set up some kind of builder in here. We could cave for days in here, but I'm still not finding what I want to find, which is stuff like diamonds, and such. But there's a lot of different stuff in here because we didn't vein mine much. Thorium. This looks different. Oh no, that's that abyssal craft stuff. And I am out of torches. Well, I'm going to do a little bit more exploring, see what I can find. Alright, we are back. So, before we go, there's a little bit of stuff we're going to do. I have figured out something. I had to go do some research. That's alright. We need this. We need a furnace. Put that in there. Let's smelt this Garfax. I believe Garfax will give us a high enough tier that we can get Morganine. Morganine will get us the Rachaline. I'm not sure what the Rachaline is good for. Actually doesn't really look like anything, but I did figure out that we need Morganine to make machine frames. I was not aware of that. And we're also going to need it for the ultimate ingot. And I hadn't seen all that. That's a creative ember source. That's a long way off. Anyways, we got that. We should now be able to make that. That should be enough for our tier 5. Now the question is finding this stuff again. Yeah, the Garfax will do it. The Rachaline was tier 6 that we needed for that. And that got us that. So, no reason at all why we shouldn't. What is. Oh, that's just a regular skeleton. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That right there. That give us 3. Here's more. It's beautiful. We've got that. We can now get into RF tool stuff. I have no idea how I got in here. I know where I'm at now. Alright, so we're back. It's going to be a long episode. I wanted to look at the builder right quick. Yeah, builder recipe is actually the same. The only thing that's changed is the machine frame. We've got these Morganine, and then the hard carbon is pretty easy to do just in the smeltery. Okay, we can do it in the alloy smelter. Diamond and graphite. Graphite's pretty easy to get. Matter of fact, we can make it's tier 3 graphite. So yeah, we've got plenty of stuff that we can get into. Probably would be good to set up a digital miner there. Probably need to set up a few of those. One there, one in the Twilight Forest. So, but with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.